So blessed everybody, hope all is great. What I wanted to explain to everybody today is what made me profitable as a forex trader. The number one thing that made me profitable as a forex trader was learning risk management. And for a lot of you guys might know what risk management is, and for a lot of you guys, you might not know what risk management is. Alright, so risk management in the forex market is, let's say if we take around 4 trades a week, right? And each trade we have like a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. It meaning for, let's say, a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio. Right? Let's explain this real quick just to make sure everybody on the same page. Alright, let's make sure this is a 1 to 4. Yeah, so let's say if we have a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio each trade, right? And each trade we risk around $100, $100. And we know within ourselves that each trade that we do profit, we profit around $400. Learning risk management changed my entire life because I started to realize that, I don't need to win every single trade inside the forex market to be profitable. All I need to generally do is profit once or twice. You understand? And that changed my whole perspective about the forex market because I always used to try to be perfect. Like, I heard a saying before where it was like, one good trade doesn't make you a good trader. One bad trade doesn't make you a bad trader. And it didn't make sense to me in the time because I was like, if you lose a trade, you lose money. What you mean, like, one bad trade doesn't make me a bad trader? It's saying that because risk management is so important in the forex market that if you don't practice it, you can never be profitable. And even if you are profitable and you on a win streak, the moment that you're done with that win streak, you can't consistently make money inside this market, and you'd have to go back to a 9-to-5 job where you would be able to make some money consistently. You understand? And a perfect example is to this. Let's say we start off the week, right? We start off the week and we end up losing around $100. We lose our first trade, we lose $100. Cool, don't trip about it. The second trade, price was close to your take profit, but you end up losing around an X $100. So it means you lost $200 now. Your third trade, price went and skyrocketed straight to your take profit. You profit $400. Your third and final trade, price was close to your take profit, but then it hit your stop loss. Overall, you lost 3 trades and you only profit once. If you tell anybody this who doesn't trade, they'd be like, you're a horrible trader. Like, you can't trade. You should generally do something else. You understand? But that isn't the case when it comes to the forex market. Once you practice risk management, you'd be good. Why? Because you profit $400. You profit $400. You lost $300. And overall, you made around $100 profit this week. You understand? That's just a quick example. And because you practice risk management, you're able to generally still end the week, the month, or the year profitable. Why? Because you actually practice risk management. And this shows how important risk management is. I see a lot of you guys I can't even say a lot of you guys because you guys don't even practice it, but I see a lot of traders out there have a 5 to 1 risk reward ratio, meaning they have to be damn near completely perfect at trading to be profitable in the forex market, which don't even make sense. And a perfect example is for this. So let's say they take a trade, right? The blue is their profit, and the purple is how much they lose. This here would be the RR. It doesn't make sense. It shouldn't make sense that you aiming for a little bit of profit, and if you lose a whole bunch. No, that doesn't even make sense inside the market. What makes sense is you risk little and you profit a lot. You understand? And I see a lot of mistakes that traders do. They be pessimistic when they're in a losing trade. Meaning, let's say if we take a trade on Monday, and Monday come, we realize we had all of this profit. We so scared to hold on to this trade because we like, I scared to lose the $400 that I'm up. I'm scared to lose the $4,000 I'm up. The moment you start to think and I fear to lose this money, or you start thinking of FOMO, anything with emotions in the forex market, you have to learn to get rid of that. Why? Because the moment you start thinking FOMO, that's when you ain't thinking logically no more. You ain't thinking like a trader no more. You're thinking like an emotional person, and you're just gambling at this point. You understand? When you're in a winning trade, you should be looking to add positions into this trade. You understand? And when we're in a losing trade, all we do is this. We're in a losing trade, right? All we now do is keep putting our stop loss down and down and down and down. So we go from risking $100 to damn near $1,000 at the end of the day. And we be like, damn, I should have just closed with the trade when I was up, when I was down about $100. I hope that makes sense for everyone. And I see a lot of you guys, well, I see a lot of traders out there make that simple mistake of dragging a stop loss down instead of cutting their losses short. And instead of adding to their win positions, they cut their wins short. See what I'm saying? And the next thing that was one of my biggest things was passing the funded account. And the reason I say passing the funded account was so important was because I was completely broke, and I couldn't add $10,000. I couldn't add $1,000 to the market. I just didn't have the type of money to add to the forex trading market. And let's say if I took this trade on my funded account and on my real life account, on my real life account, I only was able to put around $100 inside my account. And on my funded account, I have $100,000 inside my. Let's say if I make 10% on my $100 account, the most money I'd be able to make is $10. And if I do the exact same thing on my funded account, which is $100,000, 10% of $100,000 is what? $10,000. So this is when the big difference started to happen. I started to realize that, hey, I see a lot of guys on YouTube talk about, hey, I'm going to flip $100 into $1 million, $100,000 off $10,000. Yo, it's completely possible to do that, but it's very unlikely to do that. And even if you do it once, you have a very high chance that you won't be able to ever do it again. Why? Because the forex market changes. We have different cycles in the forex market. We have a bunch of news events that come out every few years, or it's just very unlikely to keep flipping $100 into $10,000, and it's very more likely to have $100,000 and just to make a simple $10,000. You understand? It's better to aim for the 10% instead of trying to aim for the 1,000% profit gain. You understand? So this is why I tell everybody, get a funded account. Why? Because guess what? Instead of you generally trying to flip accounts, you're able to now practice risk management. You're now able to follow the market structure and not stress. You're not trading with your rent money. And that's the worst thing that you possibly could do. Let's say if you have rent next week, the dumbest thing that you possibly could do. Take your rent money, put it inside the forex market, and try to flip it. Why? Because once again, you're gonna be thinking emotionally, yo, I can't lose this money. You shouldn't be putting any money inside the forex trading market that you're not willing to lose. Understand? That's just ain't the smartest thing in the world to do. And what changed my whole point of view about every single thing that I was doing was learning market structure. Market structure changed my whole perspective about the forex trading market so much that I went from 60% profit win to down there 90% of the time that I win my trades now. You understand? And that's a huge difference, What I normally used to do was only trade off support and resistance, never following market structure, never following market cycles, not even following the trend of the market. And this was a few months ago. I'd even say almost like a year ago. I only used to talk about support and resistance always. But when support and resistance comes into play, and we have market structure. Let's say if price in the uptrend, right? If price in the uptrend, even though price coming at your resistance level, price doesn't have to stop at this resistance level and shoot all the way down. No, price could do this. Guess what? Price could act like it's respected and then just continue in the uptrend. You understand? The difference, how to tell that price actually is going to go the opposite way, is when price starts to break structure. And what I mean by break structure, this year is a complete uptrend. Price never broke the uptrend. This year is price breaking the uptrend, turning it into a downtrend. Price coming here. Now the last low inside the market is here. So for us as traders to tell that, hey, price is moving from now an uptrend to a downtrend, is when price comes below this last low in the market. You understand? And this year changed my whole perspective on the forex trading market. Like, market structure was so important to me that it just changed my whole game plan about the forex trading market completely. And I can go a little bit into market structure a little bit more for everybody still not understanding exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so in the forex trading market, we have higher highs and we have lower lows, right? Let me lock this in. So this here is our high lows. And then we have higher lows. Higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher highs. higher lows, higher highs, right? Then we also have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And a quick example is this high is higher than this high. You understand? So this is why we call it a higher high. And this high is higher than this last high. And this high is higher than this last high. And this low is lower than this last low. You understand? And I don't want to call too much names because I know a lot of our minds just get completely boggled. So a perfect example for this here. Let's bring this down over here. For price to generally go from a uptrend, what price have to now do is break past this last low in the market, because price could do anything in the world. The moment, as long as price doesn't break below this last low in the market, price can continue in the uptrend that it wants. But the moment price does break below this last low, price now goes from an uptrend to now a downtrend. You understand? Now what price would now do from an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, is go from higher highs and higher lows to lower lows and lower highs in the market. I hope that makes sense for everyone. So price just does the exact same thing over and over again. You understand? And market structure is very important when it comes to the forex trading market, because I see a lot of you guys don't even focus on market structure. You guys just focus strictly on support and resistance. And yes, support and resistance is completely right, but it still isn't more important than following the market structure. A perfect example is if you're surfing, you should generally be trying to follow the wave. You shouldn't be trying to go against the wave. You should be seeing a wave, okay, boom, I can ride the wave. If market is in the uptrend, push the market even more higher. Just go with the wave, you understand? And a perfect example is never try to catch the falling knife. If a knife is falling, don't try to catch it. No, push it down further, you understand? And perfect example is this. If price is in the uptrend, don't be trying to, you should, in no case scenario, you should ever be looking for any type of sell positions. You shouldn't be trying to catch this little low here, this little sell position here, or this little sell position here, or here. No, you shouldn't be trying to trade like that. No, if price is in an uptrend, you only look for buys in the market. If price is in a downtrend, you only look for sells in the market. Understand? And this here is what we call a bullish market. And a downtrend is what we call a bearish market. You understand? So we have bullish, which means up, and bearish, which means down. And one of the things that I used to have a problem with was walking away from the charts. Like I used to get addicted to the charts, and I'm still addicted to the charts. And what I mean by addicted to the charts, me knowing within myself that, hey, this week I could possibly make $10,000 this week if I press a simple button on the screen, knowing that, hey, at the end of the month, I have a bunch of bills to pay. I can be in front of the charts. But that isn't how the forex trading market works. You could come to the forex trading market 15 times this week, sit there for 3 hours, and still not place a trade. The market doesn't know you anything. And all because you sit down in the front of the market for hours on end, meaning the market have to give you opportunity. Over a whole trading month, you might have 14 different trades that you possibly could take. And out of them 14 opportunities that you could take, you probably have 4 good setups that you should actually take. You understand? And a perfect example would help me out is I heard from Warren Buffett. He was like, if you only had 2 options to choose the stock that you're going to choose, you're going to take your time and find the right stock to invest in. You're not going to rush into any stock and just throw all the options away. No, you're going to take your time, make sure the price is bullish on the 4 hour, make sure price is bullish on the 1 day, make sure price is bullish on the 1 week, and then hop inside that trade. You understand? So good thing is tell yourself at the beginning of every month, hey, I'm only going to risk 2% trade, and I'm only going to take around 4 trades this month. Each trade I'm going to take, I'm going to be making like around 5% of my account. That's excellent, yo. If you have a $100,000 account, you made 5%. That's $5,000 that you should be making this month. It's good money, yo. You understand? So always tell yourself this. You should always have a journal. You should always have a trading book. You should always have something where you have a set of rules, because you could say it to yourself. But not because you say it to yourself that means you're going to listen to yourself completely. But if you have it written down and you look at it every single day, it's going to be way more reliable to use. You understand? And the perfect thing, you shouldn't be taking no more than I'd say like around 8 trades a month. If you take 8 trades a day, even if you scalp, you over trading. I don't care what you say at all. You just over trading, and you trading just to get the excitement out of it. You can't If a week goes by and you place 14 different trades and you still ain't end the week, then you still ain't end the week or day profitable, you just was over trading. You just was getting excited about the markets. You just like how the markets feel in the moment. You see what I said? You have to treat forex trading as a business. And the reason I say a lot of us, you have to treat it like a business is because a lot of us don't even treat it as a business. We use it as a side quest. So we see people on Instagram or TikTok making thousands of dollars, and we think we should be doing this in 3 months. You shouldn't even be thinking like that, yo. I see a lot of guys message me on TikTok and say, yo, if I start forex trading, I should be profitable within next week. And I say, bro, if it was that easy, you don't think more people would be doing it? See what I'm saying? And I see a lot of you guys give forex trading 2 months of your time, 3 months of your time, and if you ain't profitable within 3 months, you quit. Okay, if you quit, what else are you gonna do? You go back to a 9 to 5 job? Just doesn't make sense here. Understand? When in reality, you go to college and you give college 4 years of your life. If you try to be a doctor, you gotta go to school for 10 years minimum. Plus, when you go back to the hospital to work, you gotta work the next 5 years or 7 years to be an actual doctor. That doesn't make any sense. And even if you go to college for the next 4 years, it isn't guaranteed that you're actually going to get a job. You still have to fill out the application. You still have to be a yes man, or you still got to be a yes woman. You got to suck up to this person and do it. But in reality, if you give forex trading 4 years of your life, I promise you that you will touch your first, you will be financially free. I can't say you will touch your first million because it ain't, the journey ain't the same for everybody, but you will be financially free though. You understand? Stop giving your journey a time limit. Stop giving your forex trading journey a time limit. It isn't the smartest thing to do. And I think about money way too much, yo. I see a lot of the traders inside the 1% group, yo. You guys are doing excellent. I see some of y'all make $12,000 in a week, $1,200 in a day, $500 in a day, $100 in a day. Y'all doing good. But for guys or ladies who ain't making it yet and y'all just started trading and it ain't been 6 months yet, yo, you shouldn't be focused on the money, yo. Focus on the skill. Develop the skill first. Once you develop the skill, you're going to be profitable. You understand? Generally, just listen. Just do this for me. If you generally give this 4 months of your entire life, you focus on forex trading, not your 9 to 5, not anything. Focus on God and focus on trading. If you give this 4 months of your entire life, and after them 4 months, and you just learn everything that you need to learn from Forex University and things all down, and you give it another 6 months of your time practicing it and putting it actually inside the charts, I promise you, and I know you're going to be profitable. But I'm talking about if you generally go all in, not just giving it an hour a week. No, I'm talking about giving it 3 hours a day, back testing, studying, journaling, seeing what you did wrong. Generally completely dedicated, yo. See what I'm saying? And the next thing that helped me out was, instead of looking at profits like cash, like let's say if, hey, I'm trying to make $10,000 this month. No, I don't say 10,000. I'd be like, hey, I'm trying to make 10% this month. That helped me out because just about 2-3 years ago, I never even saw $1,000 in someone's bank account. So they said my old lady was broke, my whole family was broke. I never saw $1,000 in nobody's account. I don't even know how to look. So me now saying that, hey, I want to risk $4,000 per trade. If I say that to the average person, they'd be like, wait, you freaking out it. $4,000. No, you're risking too much. But in reality, if I say in my mind, hey, I'm going to risk 2% per trade, which is $4,000, it's way lighter on me. It's way better for my psychology. You understand? So a trick that I would tell you guys to do is focus on percentages instead of the actual finance part of it. Instead of saying $4,000, no, say 2%. Instead of saying $2,000, no, say I'm going to risk around 1%. Or let's say if this month you know within yourself you want to make $10,000 and you have a $100,000 account. Instead of saying I'm going to make $10,000 this month, no, say I'm going to make 10% this month. So they say it's just a little easy way. And the reason I keep looking over here is because I have these stuff labeled off, like a lot of stuff that helped me out. Yo, another thing, comparing yourself to other traders is one of the most devastating things that you possibly could do in your whole trading journey. I used to tell myself, I made $1,000 this week and I completely done for the charts. And I'd go right on Instagram wait, Alex, go take a trade. I can make another $1,000. And I go right there and take the same trade Alex take. Alex already a millionaire, close to a billionaire. And I take the same trade. I already have myself set. I already told myself I'm not going to take no more trades. And I go right there on Instagram and see Alex plays a trade. And I go right there and lose all the money that I made this week just because I wanted to copy Alex and I looking at Alex's lifestyle and I try to rush my journey. And I go right there and lose the whole $1,000 and now go from $1,000 profit to negative $500 this entire week. And I did that so much times that I know that put me back in my whole entire journey. But if I didn't do it, I don't ever say I regret it, because if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be able to teach it to you guys or tell you guys don't do it. You understand? And don't look at Lambos or this and that online. Yes, it's good to get motivated by these things, but don't fixate on it, because the moment you look at a Lambo, you look at the price of a Lambo, be like, damn, it costs $500,000. Boy, I only making $1,000 in each trade. Okay, let me up my lot size. Dumbest thing you could do, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. That'd be the silliest thing that you could possibly do, is up that lot size just because you realize, hey, this thing costs that much. I can't be making this with this. Okay, let me up my lot size. No. The only time you should be scaling in or upping your lot size is if you have a bigger account. If this whole month of July that you made so much money that you're able to go into the next month, and instead of now using $1 lot size, you can now go and use a $2 lot size. You shouldn't be jumping from a 1 lot to a 5 lot. You understand? Like, you should take your time. Yo, it's a journey, yo. It ain't a race. You only in competition with yourself. So they say. And yeah, but like, it's everything that it generally saying is so psychological that it's you versus you completely when it comes to this forex trading market. That if you just give it some time, if you give it a realistic time frame, you realize that all the mistakes that you generally made inside this journey was all on you. It was you who didn't want to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and take that trade. It was you who wanted to go out on Saturday instead of studying the market. It was you who worried about forex trading in 2020. Now it's 2024 and you still ain't profitable because you do it for a month and then quit. You do it for next month and then quit. It was you who tell all your friends to go trade. Now you ain't profitable. They took it serious. You didn't want to take it serious because it takes too long. It was you who just generally keep quitting and then coming back because you started to realize that, hey, forex trading is the goal, but it's just hard. Okay, yo, if it was easy, everybody would have done it. See what I'm saying? And because it's hard, you should love it. Why? Because that means not everybody could do it, and what you have is special. You see what I'm saying? And stop copying all the trades you see traders do out there. Yeah, I send analysis every week, but I send analysis of what I see the market about to do. Understand? You might see something different. Your prediction might be better than mine. That's just the way it is. Understand? What you see in the market might be different what I see in the market. We may be both profitable, but what you see and I see is completely different. You might go for a quick buy and I may go for the overall sell position. You understand? That's just the way it is, and that's all I generally wanted to talk about today. Like, focus on your own journey. Generally give it some time. Everybody inside this course is going to be completely profitable, and I'm speaking it into existence. You understand? Give it some time. Just please give it some time. Don't rush it. Don't be thinking about all these different type of things. Focus on market structure. You understand? Like, let's go over it again. Like, I try my best to make sure everybody get it. When price is in an uptrend, you only look for buys in the market. You understand? And before price generally switches to a downtrend, what price do is start to consolidate. And this here is now the last low. You understand? And the moment price now breaks below the last low, price goes from a uptrend to now a downtrend. And it's so simple that the market just does the exact same thing over and over again. That it's so simple that it messes up with everybody else. Like, it messes with your minds. How simple the forex market is. You understand? Like the trade for UJ, the trade for gold, for example. Gold was in an uptrend the whole entire time. Gold is in this uptrend. There is not once you should ever look for a sell in this market. Gold completely fall an inverted head and shoulder. And I told everybody inside the market, my apologies, someone calling. Gold fall an inverted head and shoulder. Went straight to the upside. I call it for everybody. There is not once you should ever look for a sell position inside this market. You understand? And the only way you would ever look for a sell position in this market is if you didn't understand market structure, you didn't see price respect the support and resistance, you didn't understand that a price formed an inverted head and shoulder, three confluences already to tell you that price is going up. Yo, you ain't studying hard enough. You understand? Give it some time. Focus on studying this market hard, yo. You understand? Blessed day, everybody. Hope everybody have a good day.